Okay, so this video actually isn't a video request. It's something that's been on my mind regarding the situation right now with COVID, self-isolation, and how people are handling this. So I am only speaking from my mindset as someone that is isolated with a spouse and our youngest. Our oldest ones are all older now. And I think there's different perspectives that all of us face regarding this self-isolation. However, the main context I want to speak to on this is regarding INTJs, male and female, and being told to stay in one spot, as opposed to wanting to isolate yourself. So in, research, and if you like looking into the MBTI for INTJ, we hear and see that we are maybe the bigger loners of the introversion group. We need a hefty amount of downtime, alone time, introspective time. I've talked about it before where my family jokes that I go into my hole, which is my bedroom, when I need to completely shut off from people. And at first they were kind of upset by that because they thought that I didn't want to hang around them, but it was more just trying to keep, psyche levels like on a homeostasis situation. However, with this self-isolation that's been put forward for most countries out there right now, social distancing, all of that type of thing. One thing I found personally, especially at the beginning, was the lack of autonomy and freedom to go and do something using my understanding of what the situation is and using all of my mitigating factors that I've had played out in my mind, the risk and versus benefits of going to do things, and therefore determining whether I want to go and be able to say go to a restaurant or go sit at a library, things like that. And when that stuff is taken away, all of a sudden it turns into something that's being imposed on you. And I would, for myself at least, I really had a difficult time with someone imposing their decisions on me. And I will only highlight on this very briefly, but when things are not being displayed and discussed as to the why that it's happening, we all understand that COVID is out there, and however, we have only kind of gotten sound bites of why the extreme measures. So, and I'm only speaking for myself. Other people have their own thoughts on this COVID thing. The point is not necessarily COVID. The point is how do others, as INTJs, feel about having something being imposed on you, that you're told that you have to do something, that it's for the that their determination on what's best is going to be right. So love to hear that, because this is not necessarily about whether or not this is public health or whatever. This is an individualistic, do you feel trapped? Do you feel that someone is forcing you into a situation that you don't want to be into? And just the psychological side of things regarding how you're managing that. So for myself, I'll quickly highlight, like I said, at first I found it incredibly difficult to be told that I couldn't go and do certain things. And I wasn't quite understanding the why at the time. This is, couple of weeks back. And I found now that I've kind of found a new homeostasis on dealing with this, and tried to make sense of where it's at and then try to find a happy place. But it was very difficult at first to have freedoms kind of stripped from us, or from myself, unilaterally, and without a lot of context as to why, other than to help others, which is obviously everyone wants to do, but there's no why being answered behind that. So I'm going to try really hard not to do videos delve too deep into the lack of whys for this certain situation that the world is facing right now. But anyways, love to hear your thoughts on individualism, independence, isolation, and introversion. So anyways, as always, video requests, just leave in the comment section. Thanks.